Hello viewers and welcome. Welcome to the Magicraft server. We are here in the library of the server of Spawn, the main location, the central area. We had a few people work together to make this location. If we go now over here to the back, we're going to see something very sad, very unfortunate. Just right outside. Oh, up here. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what I was looking for. Yes, unfortunately, there are a few graves in the back. These are people who were working on building the roof and unfortunately fell down. I don't know why my my sword spazzed out there. There is, well, right now there's not too many people on, but there is a lot of people on the server, and we're all playing at different times. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what we all can build and come up with together. I'm hoping to see a lot of collaboration. We got lots of the Mojangsters on here. We got lots of great content creators that you probably know of. Many people I'm just learning about for the first time, but we got a document that lists everybody and where you can find them, where you can stalk them. That is in the video description below. And so we're all just going to hopefully build some fantastic places together. This is Magicraft. It's focused on magic. All the mods have something to do with magic for the most part. I think there's only like one or two exceptions. It's not a heavy modded server, which means we're going to be able to focus on the mods that are here, which I think is great. This is all I've been able to build so far. bRanN's shack. Me and Lady M wandered around a little bit, kind of exploring Twilight Forest. You can check her channel for that. And the other day I was with Ovi, and we actually did some traveling. So this is one of the books that I was able to find. It's not a nice world. We are at build cap, a height limit, so that's why nothing's spawning here. If we were to dig down and make it dark, things could spawn there, but that's fine. We don't need that to we don't need that to happen. But what I'm using this for is kind of a place to be able to teleport to all the other places. So from here we can go back to the library, we can go to the shack, or we can go to the land of Team MOB. This is going to be changed. And for those of you that are new to my channel, Team MOB is kind of just a fun nickname we made for our little group that usually gets together and plays some multiplayer games. It's for Lady M, Ovi Raptor, and bRanN. And I've joked the B should probably be lowercase. So I made this little temporary place because we are a little far out. It's not terribly far. You see, here's the library. I think my little hideaway is somewhere right here. They've been doing some nice building right here. We'll visit that at some point, maybe a future episode, give them more time to build it up. I'm hoping what we can start to develop is a lot of little cities and towns. This place is really nice. It has some interesting features, would be fun to build on. But then Ovi showed me this. He did some exploring off camera, and he showed me a few places. This was the second or third place he showed me. And this, I think, is going to be perfect. So that's what I'm going to show you today. And then also, I think I'm going to try to start to dress up our little hub type area with the Mistcraft books. Okay, so here we are. I'm not sure what we're going to call it. The only thing me and Ovi did when we were out here last is we placed a few signs around the perimeter just to let other people know, hey, we're going to try to build here. Now, if you look over the edge, it's really steep. So if this was real life, I think this is a place that people would actually want to build for real because you're high up. The landscape is almost a natural defense against invaders or unwelcome visitors or whatever. It's also a small area. I mean, it's not, it's decent in size, but it's limited. It's just right here. So it's finite, and that's nice. And there's lots of elevation changes. Ovi was saying he really liked that. I kind of do too. Like there's higher up and then it goes down. And once you're in the middle of it, you can't really tell. Like if you come down here, you can't really tell that you're super high up. It just feels like you're at normal elevation. So we have a little dipped in area here, which is pretty cool. This is all natural. So our idea here is to build to the natural landscape as much as possible. And it's starting to get dark. Oh, great. Climb up here. It goes down here. There's just all sorts of interesting dips and elevation changes. In this area, I really like. It's just like the little opening. And I'm imagining, I have no idea how this will look in the future, but I am imagining like a 2 or 3 story building halfway into the wall, maybe lining these walls. Maybe these would be shops or factories. We want to build, I mean, not completely realistically, but semi-realistically, where we place things where it might make sense. And by no means is this limited, oh, hello, to me, Lady M, and Ovi. If other people want to come out and build with us, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm sure Ovi's fine with it. I know Lady M won't have any issue. The only request we would have is that you kind of figure out what our plan is so you can build with that. Yeah, so here's that area from above. It just looks so cool. There's one other feature, land feature, I'd love to show off. I'm running out of food. That's okay. We got an apple tree. This is as much setting up as we did. We made the signs and we planted the trees and we were gathering apples. This little warp was all recent by me, and that's going to really help us get back and forth. We found these wild carrots. You can plant them anywhere. As far as I can tell, you can't replicate them, so you can only find them. And you can eat them, but once you eat them, they're gone. They're destroyed. There's no way to make them, so that kind of makes me a little sad, honestly. Because I feel like we found them in this region. It's almost like it's a native food to this area. This area, let me get a better vantage point. It just naturally comes down and goes through, and it just has this little secluded area. And naturally, right here, there's a little cave system, and it opens into what I call like a mini boss room. I think originally that was the intention of these. If the Mojangsters happen to get bored enough to watch my video, they can confirm that, because I think that was an original design idea. At least that's what I've heard rumors of. There was one other area right here. This hole, completely natural. The only thing I added was ladders, so we could go explore it, see where it went. I thought it was going to go straight into the center of the earth and we were going to find lots of ores. It doesn't. It just comes out here. But actually, I found this to be really nice. This could be kind of like some sort of official entrance, maybe make some sort of gateway, or not gateway, that makes it sound like a portal, but some type of gate. some sort of, like, yes, you can enter the town, but only if you have permission looking area. I don't know a lot of fancy names or words for that matter. I typically just make up words. If you're new to my channel, you'll learn that soon. I think it's more fun that way, honestly. Let's take out this guy. And before that skeleton notices we are here, let's warp to age 27. I'm not sure if you can name these, but my plan is to dig this down, and I'll have to make some new books so I can relocate where they warp to. But I want to make this look like when you warp in here, you're inside a building. So we don't have to design the outside of the building. This will be interesting. I'm not a builder by any means. But if we can make it look like we're inside a building, maybe even put some fake windows. You won't necessarily see snow, but you'll hear thunder and lightning. And I think that's going to be a cool effect, actually. And there could be caves down here, honestly. We're at elevation 256 right now. So there's no really knowing what we could find in this world. Maybe we could make a strip mine and just see. I'm going to work on that. And I'll come back when I have something that resembles progress. Okay, I have done some work, and let's check out age 27. My books are gone, and if we come down this way, so work in progress. I did make a ladder all the way to the bottom. It goes down and then over. It originally was here, but I had to move it back from what I cut out. See you later, Mark. This is what I have. Now, I know... Listen. You have to keep in mind, I'm not a builder. Okay? So I know this isn't fancy. But this is what I got. I had the pedestals on the ground. I felt like those were too low. I had the pedestals on here. With you standing next to it like this. Oh, my gosh. I love the weather effect, but it's just so loud. If you stand at the book like this down here, I feel like it's too high. But with a half slab, I feel like the book's high up enough in the air. I think it's at a good position. And then with the half slab here, you're at a good position when you go on there. So there's a couple things I want to fix. It's probably not that loud for you guys, because I balance the audio after the fact, but right now it's just like yelling in my ears. So we have our books. We need to switch out the blocks that they're going to be on, and we have our signs here that says what they are. I need to replace that with wood. I only didn't do that yet because I didn't want to break the sign. I didn't want to lose track of what's there. And we're going to actually use some different signs. So that's fix number 1. Fix number 2 is when we teleport to this land, we're still coming up here. So we're going to have to make a couple more books to fix that fact. So I will get to show you guys how that works. All right. So let us start by going back to the shack. All right, and what we have here is our, I believe it's called a mixing table. And on NEI I have, tell me it's just not loading in. This is just not loading in, right? Somebody didn't chop down the forest. Okay, good. It's like, it's so pretty. The forest is so pretty. Don't chop it down. Okay. No distractions. We're going to take some water bottles. You come in here. No, before we do that, you take the ink. You need 2 ink for each water bottle to turn it into an ink vial. Okay, and we place the ink inside the mixing table. And you place the paper here. And the paper plus the ink will get you a linking panel. We only need 2. Then, it's very simple. You just take the leather with the link panel and you get an unlinked book. This is what you will need to start making all your teleports. Then you need to go to the location you want the book to be linked to. I'm not sure about the direction you're facing. I'm not sure if it remembers that. But if it does, I want to be on this block, and I want to be facing this direction. So I'm going to right-click on that block, and I'm going to make 2. So now we will teleport to our land that we're going to work on building. Talk to this pedestal, take the book out, and replace it with this one. Now, this one should take us. Aha! It did. Nice. And then let's go back to the shack. Wait a few seconds for us to actually be here. Take that out and pop it in. All right. Now we have both books that link us here correctly. Okay, good. Now these 2 books, I'm not sure if I want to keep them or destroy them, but for now, yikes, I'll just keep them in here. If you guys know Myst, like the actual game, there was a special language that they would use to write in books. I'm not sure if they were magical books or special kind of books or special kind of ink. But by putting them together right, you could create worlds and you could enter into these books. And if you weren't careful, if you wrote them poorly, you'd be in a place like this, or worse, where there's like constant lightning, constant thunder. So the good things, the positive things about this world are we have little spotches of wood, which I've been gathering. If we need sand, you can see on the map, there's lots of areas of sand, so we can gather a bunch of sand without having to worry about tearing up something. Got plenty of stone. I've been digging and digging and digging. Like I said, I actually dug down. If you look over here, my Y chord, I'm at 241. We were high up. We're at the top of the world. I got a lot of stone. Took a while. Cleared this out. I also dug straight down. I did a little mini strip mine. I might make another book so that I could somehow teleport there directly from the overworld. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. But don't need that right now. What I do need are half slabs, because we want to make some fancy signs. This will be enough for 2 fancy signs and paper. I need paper. Ah! I cleared out my paper from my inventory. What a derp. Paper, paper, paper. Okay, I will make more. I know I had some, but I'll make more. It's not a big deal. I still had that in my inventory. Okay, so you take some paper, you take some signs, and you take some of these. I think it's shapeless. It is. And you get your fancy signs. The cool thing about these signs, oh my gosh, I'm probably teleporting way too much, is you can also decorate them. All right, so let's pop that out. Let's fill that in. Pop that there. That looks pretty nice. And you should just be able to edit it. Let me try that again. Oh no! I don't know what I'm doing. Sneak right click. There we go. So we should be able to, yes, we can click up here, we can do our text. And we can change the size. Can I center it? No, but we can do all the formatting. That's cool. I guess we can do that. bRanN's shack. I know, it's super exciting. On-camera sign editing. Oi. And then if we wanted to decorate it, we could. I feel like if I do it like this, it'll look more centered. Can I do anything? I should be able to move this. Yes. So you can make it bigger. And you can have another item if you wanted. This is dumb. This is so dumb. I'll mess around with this more off camera and I'll try to come up with something. And I'll make it all pretty for all the signs. But yeah, it's much more exciting than this though. So I don't know if we're going to want to call this Spawn Library or if we want to come up with a name. I'm not sure what we're going to name our city or town yet. We'll have to come up with something. Oh, and I completely didn't even replace this. Well, I will work more on this in between episodes. And this episode might be a little shorter just because we're just starting out. I barely have iron tools. I got plenty of stone. But yeah, I wanted to get this going. That weather is crazy. I might learn to hate it. But actually, the idea of this place is we're just popping in here, picking a location, and popping back out. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue, I hope. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Let's go to the library to sign out. I think that would be fun. And just a note, also, from the library, we have many other worlds that we can explore, some of which are probably quite scary. So, lots of interesting things to do. Lots of adventure, lots of building, and exploring the mods, of course. But, if you watched my Decidedly Neapolitan, I already explored a lot of Thaumcraft, so I'm trying to do much of that off camera, at least until I get to a point that I haven't been. But I'm, once again, rambling. So we will call it here. This has been bRanN. I will see you next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.